I started a thing called the Purple Goldfish Project and began a quest to find 1,001 examples. And I didn't have to go far for inspiration. Just down the hill from my house was the most profitable grocery store per square foot in the world, according to Guinness World Records. It's called Stew Leonard's. And if there is a pinnacle example for this concept of a purple goldfish, it would be Stew Leonard's. Now, let me step back. Who is Stew Leonard? Let me share his background and a story that inspired their approach to business. Stew grew up the son of a dairy farmer in Connecticut, and in the 1960s he began working in the family business. Clover Farms delivered milk to customers' homes. And two events would alter the trajectory of his life and the business. The first was a decline in the demand for milk delivery. The second was that the family dairy farm was lost to the state. Connecticut invoked eminent domain, taking the farm to build a new highway. Like being thrown into a global pandemic, Stew was forced to pivot. The result was opening his first dairy store all the way back in 1969. And during that first year when the store was open, Stew was asked by the local elementary school principal to speak in an upcoming career day. The principal wanted him to talk about the store and his dairy business. Now, Stew didn't see the appeal for kids, but she pressed on and he reluctantly agreed. And that Friday he drove to the school to deliver his presentations. And as he went into the parking lot, he immediately knew he was in trouble. There was a fire engine parked out front, kids were climbing all over it, and it didn't get any better when he walked through the doors of the school. He immediately saw a room with an Air Force officer showing a movie about jet airplanes. A few classrooms down, there was a police officer, and he was showing a packed classroom of kids, various police equipment and weapons. Stew finally got all the way down to the end of the hall and found his classroom. There was a sign on the door that said, "The Milk Business." Stew walked into the room to find only 3 kids sitting inside, 2 of which were the sons of his produce manager at the store. But for the next 30 minutes, Stew talked about the dairy business. And at the end, he thanked the kids for their attention, and then Stew reached into his pocket and handed each of them a coupon for a free ice cream at the store. The kids left, and Stew waited to present his second session. He waited and waited, no kids. After 10 minutes, no one had shown up. After 15 minutes, not one kid had arrived. After 20 minutes, though, the principal came rushing in and frantically exclaimed, "Stew, I don't know what you told those kids, but we now have to move your next presentation to the school auditorium." This simple story underscores the power of unexpected extras and the effectiveness of word of mouth. This event would shape Stew's thinking and approach. And to this day, when you visit Stew Leonard's and you buy $100 or more in groceries, you get a coupon for a free ice cream.